Happy Tuesday. I'm glad you're able to join us today. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a birthday hat. Well, 1 year ago this week, this group of 5 had our inaugural NAMI News at 2. 1 year ago, we were trying to figure out how to reach the community with education, marketing, and more. We decided that brief 8 to 12 minute live videos would be fun and engaging for you all. We hope they have been. Now that we've had about a year of weekly releases, we want to celebrate that. And if there's ever a topic you'd like to hear about, send us a message or an email. We'd love to hear. Next, I want to discuss a very important topic today that affects all individuals living with mental health conditions. I'm going to give you information provided to us by NAMI National. Last week, the Supreme Court handed down its decision in California v. Texas, also called Texas v. United States in lower court cases. This was upholding the Patient Protection and Affordable Health Care Act, ACA. The court ruled in a 7-2 decision that the states that brought the case, the plaintiffs, did not have standing in the case, meaning the court ruled they don't have the ability to bring this lawsuit. So what is the ACA? The ACA has helped millions access health insurance by expanding coverage and making coverage more affordable. The law also made mental health care an essential health benefit, expanded the impact of parity laws, and required that no one could be discriminated against by their plan for a pre-existing condition like mental illness. In a statement released last week, NAMI CEO Daniel Gillison Jr. said if the Supreme Court had struck down the ACA, the results would have been devastating, indeed life-threatening, for millions of individuals and family members. Since its passing in 2010, the law has played a central role in creating a fair and equitable healthcare system. Learn more about the ACA by watching the video in the link below. It was developed by stories from advocates across the country. NAMI, along with 19 patient advocacy groups that represent millions of people with pre-existing conditions, urged the Supreme Court to uphold the law and last week issued a joint statement after it was upheld. That statement is, of course, linked below as well. And to read more about NAMI and the ACA, follow the third link, of course, below. But today, we are going to hear about another male-identifying advocate and information on International Day of Yoga. But before we get to all that, now we would like to discuss what we have going on here at NAMI Wood County, and Ashley is going to join us today. Hi, Ashley. You're muted. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Woo! Crisis averted.
Crisis averted. I'm glad you're here.
Excellent. All of a sudden, I realized I feel like I look like a bottle of food coloring. They have those little tops. Unrelated. So in regards to upcoming events here with NAMI Wood County, there is still a time to participate in this year's PreBurn. Through June, you can purchase this year's Mental Health Awareness Month t-shirt. Donations support NAMI Wood County programs. Just as a reminder, for our 5K participants, if you've not yet sent in your results, please do so. Thank you to everyone that came out to Nite Out with NAMI last week. It was a huge success, and it was great to see folks in person at the park. On a related note, coming in July, we will begin to offer hybrid support groups. That means you'll still be able to join online, but also in person. We're going to have more details on that coming soon, so make sure to keep tuning in to your news at 2. As a reminder, throughout the month, we host various support groups. Tomorrow, Wednesday, June 23rd, is our family support group. We meet for our family support group the 4th Wednesday of every month. Those are your upcoming events with NAMI Wood County.
We kind of do look like those little like food dye things where you twist off the top.
I know. Oh, funny.
Well, thank you for those updates, Ashley, and we hope everyone gets their shirts. Remember, 1 more week to get your shirt. Thank you.
Bye.
International Day of Yoga was yesterday. Courtney is going to chat with us about that now. Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
So you ever hear people say that blank is my therapy? Some say like coffee is my therapy or shopping is my therapy.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. And I'm here to tell you that therapy is therapy. And I'll talk more about self-care and what you can do for self-care.
I'm excited to hear what you have to share.
Great. So as Jessica said, yesterday we celebrated the International Day of Yoga. This day has been recognized since 2015 and celebrated on the 21st of June, since this day is the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and it shares significance in many parts of the world. Yoga is a physical, mental, and spiritual practice and actually originated in India. There are a lot of great benefits to doing yoga, and this can include improvement in strength and balance and flexibility, relief with any back pain, it can ease arthritis symptoms, benefits heart health, and most importantly, it can relax you and it can actually help you sleep better. So with these benefits in mind, yoga can be deemed a great self-care activity, but self-care should not take over regularly scheduled visits with a mental health provider. Self-care is defined by the World Health Organization as, quote, the ability of individuals, families, and communities to promote health, prevent disease, maintain health, and to cope with illness and disability with or without the support of a healthcare provider. Self-care is a therapeutic tool, not therapy. If practiced appropriately, self-care can be an integral part of your daily routine, and it can become the foundation for your overall health and well-being. And self-care is not an indulgence. It's an essential component for prevention of stress, burnout, and impairment. So self-care is not something extra or something nice that you do if you have time. So once you're finished watching NAMI News at 2, birthday edition today, go do some self-care. What are some things you can do? Well, I'll give you some ideas. You can craft, crochet, do a puzzle, maybe tinker with some mechanical pursuits, take a warm shower, you can put on a face mask and then some cucumbers on your eyes, brush and floss your teeth. You can eat some healthy snacks like maybe a carrot, go for a walk or a run, a jog, a bike ride. It looks beautiful outside. You can meditate, you can pray, read. There are so many different ways that you can do self-care. If you have something that you love to do for self-care, why don't you tell us in the comments? We'd love to hear. Give some other folks some ideas. And remember, self-care is not one size fits all. Find what fills you up and make the time to pour yourself a nice cup of self-care. And if you want to work on your wellness tools, NAMI County offers a wellness recovery action plan wrap throughout the year. And you can visit the comments and find that link.
We do. We do offer a wrap. So I really wanted to appreciate and tell you, thank you for talking about this stigma, Courtney.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important the way that we talk.
Yes, it is important to be mindful of the words we use and how we sound when we talk about things like therapy, because you never know who's utilizing therapy and other forms of treatment.
Exactly. Something to be mindful of.
Thank you. Mental Health in the News features another male-identifying advocate. Bo Burnham is this week's mental health advocate, and Bree is going to share his story now. Hey, Bree.
Hey, Jessica.
I'm excited to hear what you have to share.
I'm excited to share. So about a month ago, Bo Burnham released a Netflix special titled Bo Burnham Inside. Bo is a comedian and filmmaker and utilized his time in quarantine to create this one-man show. Inside captures the essence of the pandemic as it was experienced by the privileged, the stuck indoors, safe from physical harm, yet caught in the crossfire of the infinite stream of opinions coming through our screens and living in our heads. The start of the film begins with hints to a previous special of Burnham's called Make Happy, which Burnham has described as being mentally taxing, resulting in panic attacks whenever he would perform it. This caused Bo to stop doing live performances, instead setting out to pursue other projects. Throughout the special, Bo depicts his struggles with anxiety and depression and the struggles that accompany social media usage through his lyrics. The song Goodbye in the special is a reprieve of the lyrics Burnham sang earlier in the special when he was reminiscing about being a kid stuck in his room. It's a heartbreaking tone of disapproval coming from his own distorted voice as if he's shaming himself for sinking back into that mental state. For all the ways Burnham had been desperate to leave the confines of his studio, now that he's able to go back out into the world and onto a real stage, he's terrified, and he describes these feelings through the songs that he shares in the special. Burnham ends his special by highlighting the difficulty of going back to normal, whatever that is. For Burnham, Inside marks the end of a 5-year absence from the spotlight as he took time off to work on his mental health. With Bo's inside look into the manifestation of his anxiety and depression, he's allowing someone watching to feel like someone out there gets it, and is normalizing these experiences in his own way. You can watch Bo Burnham's special on Netflix and read more about it if you follow some of the links in the comments. That's all for Mental Health in the News. Back to you, Jessica.
Thank you for sharing this story. I really appreciate it, Bree.
Absolutely.
So Shari is sharing some self-care tips in our self-care corner. Got to make sure she's off the phone. Hi, Shari.
Hello. Yes, I am. It was the wrong number. So today we are celebrating our birthdays. It is also my daughter's birthday, so happy birthday to NAMI News and Candace too. So I'm going to dive right into men and meditating, yoga, and Tai Chi. Men tend to be stronger than women, but less flexible. So taking a yoga or Tai Chi class will loosen your joints, stretch those muscles, and relieve stress by the breathing techniques and controlled movements. There are many online yoga and Tai Chi classes available. We have a Tai Chi class available in Bowling Green throughout the week. If you are interested, just call the office or the 577 Foundation for more information. Meditation is not just for women. Men can meditate too, like Dwayne Johnson. You do not need to be flexible. Just find a comfortable and quiet place where you can calm your mind down. There are many types of meditation. Just find the right one for you. There's mindfulness, spiritual, and focused meditations, just to name a few. And remember the website, headsupguys.org. Great place for information. Back to you, Jessica.
Thank you for sharing, Shari, and thank you everybody for joining us today. We hope you have a wonderful week. And until next week,